Okay. Just wanted to show some of the parts that I've already finished painting. This is the parts of the eyes. I hope you could see that. This is the head part. White came out a little glossy, but after a second layer, it came out okay. Here's the metallic of the rifle. Very nice, good. But since I did not want to use these stickers, I'm going to use the marker. And I'm going to use this little tray here. I bought this little tray, set of like 5 for about $1. It's a little too dark. But let's see how well we can do this. And I'm going to try the eyes first. Let's see here. Oh, first try. I was thinking I was going to accidentally smear it. That came out pretty good. Put that there. Now, oh, there, yeah, well, there's this. I gotta be very careful here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that slow. Now, as you can see, I'm hitting the part in the bottom. And I'm doing that on purpose because that's going to be covered up by the V-fin and other parts. Let me see if I can grab that one in the corner. Oh boy. All right. I think that's okay. You know, you can barely even see the back, so I'm not even going to bother to do the back one. So that's done. Let's do this one here. I'm going to try to grab to the sides first. No, the front first. Because I know there's sides there that you got to paint. Then all right. Hopefully when it finishes drying, it'll flatten out. Now we have this one. Because I didn't know, because I saw more stickers here. And I said, wait, where does that go? when you see something like this, you see how big it is, and you say to yourself, you know what, I could have easily masked this off and then airbrushed it. It's a little, yeah, it came out bad, of course. What I'm going to try to do is use maybe a toothpick. I have something to wipe it off, and hopefully that will correct the situation. I'm going to see if I could try to repeat this process again on this part. I'm going to be very careful. Yeah. This would have benefited with a bit of masking and airbrushing. That would have corrected the situation right there. However, hold on. I have one more white part to do. The crown there, and that is the smallest part. Now, okay, that came out okay. However, I have these, so I'm going to see if it could be wiped out properly. Just don't know if I should use. Oh yes, I do have that. Where is it? It's the solvent cleaner. I haven't used this in a while. I'm going to wet it a bit. Maybe I can fix the other one. It's a little too wet, but let me see if I can get a tissue here. Pat it down a bit. And then try to see if I can Yep, it's coming off. I'm seeing a little bit of the top part. Good. Let me see if I could recover the others. Oh yeah. This is okay. I'm not going to kill myself over this one. Plus the fact that this is not affecting the paint. since this is an acrylic paint and we're using a chemical base, that is not affecting it. So that's all right. I'm not gonna sweat that. Ooh. All right. Well, that was fun. I'll save this for a rainy day. Put these things away. I think there's other details that I should do, because that forearm has some detail there that I think I am going to pull out my gallery marker. That's an interesting color, because this whole white thing with the blue is probably gonna be weird, but if I do this different color tone, it'll be cool. Once it dries, it will show up better detail. Nice. A little detailing does not hurt. I am seeing some parts that I do need to detail up a bit more, but we'll cover that later on. But let's put it all together and see how it finally looks. Okay. After finishing detailing it up and putting the finishing touches on this kit, I am now going to put together the High Grade Gundam Zirius, like I did the last time, but this time I'll paint it up. Begin with the waist again. Go there. That goes here. Good. The back armor parts. Okay. I take the arms. That goes there. This one goes here. A little bit more tighter than before. That's good. And we have the side shoulder armor parts. One goes here, and the other goes here. The side skirt armor goes here and here. Raise the arm a bit, and then this one goes here. I did it wrong the first time, where the blunt part of the hilt should go here forward, while the part where the beam saber connects is in the back. And then we have this. Okay. And it connects to this. Okay. Let's get this unusual backpack here. Because if I remember correctly, and I think I may have done this wrong, but that's alright. Oh, we could always fix it up. I believe that one goes here like that. No, it has to be like this. So its arms can go around and pick up the blades, I guess. So that one goes there. That one goes here. And then this one goes there. And that one goes here. And that one connects to that here. This may be wrong, but we're gonna leave it the way it is for now. Okay. Maybe I should bring it down a bit. We don't need to have it sticking out that much. All right, for the for this, let's see if we can put it on without taking out the hand. Nope, I have no choice in the matter. So we can slide that there and connect that here. Take out the hand, put that here for this, and connect to that. Yeah, let me see if I can't bend it any forward, but okay, we'll just have to do this, balance out the gun a bit. And there we go. And there we go. Let me adjust the camera. And there you go. The High Grade Gundam Zirius is now complete. There we go. Yeah, I mean, very good detail. That came out pretty good. Of course, obviously, I'm not a big fan of what I just did in the forehead. Maybe I should probably would have been best to do the stickers, or I could have easily masked them off and spray painted the neon green, or I could pretty much use the stickers and call it a day. But the color tone came out pretty good. Do like the metallic, came out really nice. This whole back area is very, very weird. I did detail up this part here and there, give it a little bit more look to it. I'm just not digging. Well, not digging, but you know, the shield is good. That's fine. Very basic. I do like the fact that you have the inside, you know, this color, and not have to paint the inside. The arms came out pretty good. Shoulders nice. And I'm glad that I changed this up and put metallic there. I did a bit of detailing, which is kind of questionable, and I said to myself, maybe I shouldn't have done it. But this is what you are going to expect when you do get this kit, if you plan to detail a little bit better and whatnot. I mean, it is a new it's a new IP in the in Bandai's camp, a new story, a new Gunpla, a new Gundam. I was told by a good friend of mine that, you know, the manga is out there. I should you know, download it and take a gander at it, try to understand it. He explained to me what the feathers are. They're basically absorbing radiators to give it the power that it could do, you know, it's in combat and all that stuff. I'm not crazy about the beam rifle. I mean, it is different and unique, but it's like, ugh. Granted, yes, it's a beam rifle. It's not an assault rifle. The shield is very basic, nothing too crazy. No gimmicks there, just looks cool. And then of course you have the feathers, which it would have been nice if maybe these were like expanded out, but yeah, call it different. Call it something very, very different. So yeah, this completes the assembly of the Gundam Zirius. And also, finally utilizing the Kaleido paints on a kit. Actually, this is the second kit. The first one was the Zaku 2, which I painted it red, which, again, I was trying to figure out the paint. I'm still trying to figure out Kaleido. Kaleido's okay paint, but bear in mind, I come from years of me painting using lacquer-based paint. And again, and of course the lacquer Tamiya, lacquer acrylic-based paint from Tamiya. Before I was doing Tamiya, and then I was using the Mr. Hobby brand, which I am grown to. I am accustomed to, and I know how it reacts, how it works under specific pressure and temperature, and the usage of the thinner that requires that I could use. So I am more of an expert on that paint than I am with acrylic-based paint. Granted, I made some mistakes, and I kept on making mistakes, but I corrected my mistakes. And that's the whole process of building. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. You may continue ending up doing mistakes, but you move on until you find that rhythm, that adjustment period that you say to yourself, okay, I do remember I have to do this instead of that. I need to concentrate on this part of the build instead of that part of the build. It's all part of the learning process that we go through. And as model builders, I'm not knocking the new brand of that the gallery posted, that presented me. I'm actually very happy, especially with the metallics, and I hope to continue using them. I just need a little bit more time to get adjusted with it and figure it out. There's one thing that I did not do, which I've been bashing my head against the wall, why I haven't done it yet, is I have the varnishes, which I want to use on this kit, but I use on the current kits that I built. But hopefully in the next series of build that I work on, I will use those varnishes. I have a matted version and I have a gloss version to see how well it looks, how well it will take panel lining and weather-based paint. Hell, if I have enough that I could probably put it on the big boy that I just finished recently as well. But that's a conversation for another day. For now, I am now done with the 1/44 scale High Grade Gundam Zirius from the Mobile Suit Gundam 8th series of manga. I don't know if maybe Bandai will do a little short video. Maybe it would be cool to see it in action. Maybe in the new Gundam game, we'll see it in action there and see how it performs. I hope you guys gotten your hands on this as well. It is, I don't know if it's still on Premium Bandai, but if it is, go check it out. And if you're interested, get it. And go to town with the paints that you have, whether the Kaleido paints that I have that you probably got your hands on, or other series of paints that will bring this kit out more. With that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. And what can I say but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.